we're here. Still the morning crossfire 99.3 Nigerian folk. My name is Kofi Bartels. We're talking about road safety today. Bearing in mind the recent accidents in the country, particularly involving heavy duty vehicles, which have affected, life and property. Yesterday it was reported the latest figure as far as the accident in Jigawa State is concerned, the petrol tanker incident. It now stands at 180 persons who've lost their lives. Okay, sorry about that. We have our guests already seated comfortably. We're just trying to get some T's crossed and I's dotted. All right, so the latest figure from the accident, the petrol tanker accident in Jigawa State, we have 180 persons so far confirmed dead. Really sad. And don't forget, before that, we had an accident in Lagos State. Before that, we had an accident in Niger State where at least 58 people lost their lives. And we want to talk about this morning the road safety of heavy-duty vehicles on our roads. So we're talking about petrol tankers, diesel tankers, these vehicles that carry concrete, the ones that carry blocks, the ones that carry farm produce, animals, all that. The ones that carry the 40-feet containers. We don't talk about all these heavy-duty vehicles and road safety. Our guest this morning is Route Commander Elizabeth Oluwadamilola Jayeola. She's Lagos State spokesperson for the Federal Road Safety Corps, and she's a public relations officer of the FRSC in Lagos State. Now, she's a public enlightenment officer, like I said, with FRSC Lagos State Sector Command. As a public relations officer, she's committed to enhancing public safety and awareness through strategic communication and proactive engagement. With a background in public relations and a deep passion for road safety, she leads initiatives that foster a safer and more informed community. Please join me in welcoming Route Commander Elizabeth Oluwadamilola Jayeola. Good morning to you, Elizabeth.
Good morning, listeners. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. It's good to have you. With your profile like that, I'm sure a number of people out there will want to join the FRSC. Yeah, so keep up the good work. Thank you very much. For those listening, please call us on the numbers usually advertised, 0201-277-0993, 0201-277-0993. And we also have a female line. That's for female listeners who might find it difficult getting through to the studio using that number. It is 0201-465-7190. 0201-465-7190. You always want to talk about FRSC road safety matters. Today is your turn. It is your chance. According to the Federal Road Safety Corps, vehicles specifically designed for transporting goods and not humans or animals violate safety regulations and put more lives in danger. Transporting human beings, people, or animals in such vehicles, sometimes they pose risks, including lack of safety restraints, poor ventilation, and all that. So we'll look at all that with our guests today. Recently, the FRSC started mobile courts across the FRSC unit commands in Lagos, to bring violators to book. So we'll ask our guests about all of this, try and get some more from her. Good morning to you once again, madam. What's the FRSC's take on the spate of accidents involving heavy duty vehicles in the country?
We've been having bad occurrences with them, and speaking on behalf of FRSC right now, we are not happy about it. We are all not happy about it, and we have put in place, and we're still putting in place those things that will put them to book. The tools we need, everything that we have to do, the measures that we have to take to put them to book. Because, for these heavy vehicles, if they are coming out of companies, if they are coming out of individual hands, there are measures for them to take so that they won't put lives into danger. They won't put the lives of the drivers,
All right.
they won't put the vehicle, they won't put the lives of pedestrians or whoever is around the accident scene into danger. And you know what we are preaching is zero death across the country.
Okay.
If accident happens, let it happen, but let it not result into death. We don't want to, we're tired of going on the roads to carry corpses. So we're not happy about it.
Okay, so
we are doing so much. Yeah. We're doing so much to put them to book. Like the issue of the mobile court is being done to put violators into book, but most especially on the expressway. When we have mobile courts on the expressway, we want to meet with these tanker trucks and trailers. Their drivers, we want to meet with them. We want to check their vehicles to be sure that what they have can put them into a space of safety.
All right. So you said, number one, the FRSC is not happy, the Federal Road Safety Corps. Am I to say Corps or Commission?
Corps.
All right. So the Federal Road Safety Corps is not happy with the spate of accidents in the country, including the accidents involving heavy-duty vehicles. You're saying that your aim is to ensure zero deaths from accidents, and even if we have accidents which happen from time to time, it won't lead to the loss of life. You're also saying that yes, indeed, you have the mobile courts like I talked about earlier, and that these mobile courts are operational. Talk about the mobile courts as we go on. Can you tell us from the FRSC's finding what led to the accident in Jigawa involving that petrol tanker?
I'm going to speak generally about the accidents of heavy vehicles. Let's not just restrict it so that people will learn. Okay. People will understand. In case you have it.
Sorry, please. You need to bend your device a bit downward because it's cutting you off. Yes. Okay. Better. Thank you very much. Please go on. Yes. Better.
Okay. Yeah. So first, we are going to talk we have three categories. We have from the driver's perspective. So first, on the driver's perspective, how is the driver good enough to drive heavy vehicle? Your driver that you have put in place of that, your tanker, your trailer, your truck, is he good enough? Now, I don't know if you understand that there's an initiative of Federal Road Safety we call Safe to Load, STL. Now, safe to load was
safe to load.
Safe to load.
Okay, right.
Yes. Safe to load is an initiative of FRSC where we have our staff in some organizations where they have heavy duty vehicles. And then we check the safety measures. If they are up to the level that they can put their vehicles on the road, the drivers can actually go on the road, then we allow them go. If they are not, we stop them from moving. And then they take it into another vehicle that will be checked before putting that kind of vehicle, those kind of vehicles on the road.
Okay.
If you understand what I mean.
So this safe to load initiative is regarding the safety of the vehicle.
The safety of the vehicle, the driver, and also the host company.
Okay.
If your vehicle have accidents, you are going to spend money to put it into shape back. And that will run into millions. So as well as we are helping the drivers, we are helping the vehicle, we are also helping the company as a whole. You can imagine your driver driving and having an accident and dying in the course of that accident. You have a whole lot you have a whole lot of bills to pay. Do you understand? So Safe to Load is an initiative where we go into those companies from time to time. They are stationed there. Our staff are stationed there. So the check, are this complete? Do you have this? We tick. Do you have this? You don't have this, please stay back. And then have another vehicle pick these goods or whatever they are going to service.
So what are the things? What are kind of things you look out for to see which they have on your checklist? Yes.
On the side of the driver, we look at how if the driver can actually drive that kind of vehicle. That will be done even before the driver is being put in the vehicle. There's driver's training. We have driver's training.
Okay, but the driver is sorry, Elizabeth. He's meant to have a license, isn't he? There's a class of
he's
license.
Meant to have a license.
So are you testing
yes,
him? Okay, are you going to ask him to produce his license or what?
We're going to ask them to produce a license. They're going to go through training, proper training that they are supposed to have. You know that in companies, they just hire drivers. You come and be my driver for my truck. And you come, we don't know you, you don't know me. You want me to come and drive your vehicle. You don't even know if I've driven that kind of vehicle before. But because I'm looking for a job, you're looking for personnel. I come into your company and I start driving. So we take them through that training and retraining from time to time.
Okay, but the issue is, if they have a driver's license, it should mean that they have gone through some training to get that driver's license. I don't know what class.
We want to retrain them.
Okay.
We want to retrain them to be sure that they are up to the standard that we want on the road.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So, and then your vehicle, we want to be sure. Okay, on the aspect of the driver, we have to look at the driver fatigue. Is this driver okay enough? Has he slept enough? Has he rested enough to take on another journey of about, say, 8 hours, 9 hours? You can imagine driving from here to Jigawa. The number of hours that it will take you to, are you resting accordingly? Now, we have to look at the distraction of the driver as well. Some drivers are easily distracted. Some sleep on the road. Our drivers in the company that we man, they don't have to sleep while driving. They know when to rest. They know there is a space for them to rest. Then poor vehicle maintenance. Let's just dive into that. Poor vehicle maintenance of tanker trailers and truck owners. These heavy duty vehicles owners. You actually see them not having enough of the standard that they are supposed to have. That's one of the parts. Then you look at the speed, the recklessness of the driver, the improper loading or securing, latching of those cargoes, those goods that they are taking out of the states or of the particular area they are going from. So there are so many things to be looked at of these accidents that are happening. So if we talk about a particular one, we need to generalize it. Let's look at what has been happening. Now, we've been beseeching or we've been pleading to these organizations, come, let's be part of you. Let's organize these things for you. Let's give you our initiative of this safety load so that you can be safe. Like I said, we are tired of coming on the road to carry corpses. We just want to come. Oh, do you have this? Do you have that? Okay, go and get this, go and get that. But, right. Imagine you waking up in the morning as the personnel, coming to your office and you have to, it's not something that is easy.
All right.
And it's not something that is good. So we're not happy about it.
All right. So you're saying for their FRSC Lagos sector, you're saying that what you're doing to ensure that we do not have a repeat of accidents involving heavy-duty vehicles, most of which are commercial, if not all, is to interface with the companies who own these vehicles, organizations, and do some preventative engagement with them. Well, I have a lot to ask you, but I'll go over to our listeners who are queuing up with questions and contributions. Let's start with the next first listener up next. Good morning to you.
Yeah, King of Radio, morning.
Welcome. What do we have, please?
Madam, morning. This is Chris.
Chris, good morning to you. Where are you listening to us from?
From Ikoyi.
Great. Welcome. Go on.
Quick one. Early September, I called you and I tell you, I say we are in Imba month. People will start telling stories. Oh, September, Imba, October, November. No. There's nothing wrong with Imba month. Drivers are the problem. King of Radio, I'm a driver. Okay. I know what my people do on the road. Road is bad. Look at Ibadan. Lagos Ibadan has been fixed, right? Check the volume of accident on that road. So drivers are the problem. Like the madam is explaining, good one, but their men too are not helping matters. Come to law school here. You see all these vehicles coming from my 12. They will load up to the top roof. They will sight a road safety under that law school bridge. They will park some distance. The driver will come down and go and speak some language and they come and drive through. Most commercial vehicles King of Radio.
Where do they park to do the discussion?
You know the law school now. If you are coming from Uzumbamba,
Yeah.
Before the bridge under that law school, they will park some misers. They walk down to those guys under the bridge. They speak whatever language they speak. Then you see that truck. That driver will drive past them. Commercial vehicles, a lot of them. The madam is saying the truth, but down at the field, their men are they doing their job.
Okay, so
King of Radio, pick one.
Be out of
this
time.
This is your new law, please, unless you want something to happen to me.
I said it's not a law. I said it's an appeal. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. It's an appeal.
Nigeria Info is part of me.
I know. Appeal,
please,
just appeal.
Brother.
No problem.
Thank you.
We'll talk later. Yeah. Okay, Elizabeth, the ball is in your court. She says that some of your men they stand near law school, the bridge before law school, overhead bridge and flyover on Ozumban, by the way, and vehicles, these commercial trucks who are overloaded, they park, they inspect them, and then they have something happens between the moment they park and then they leave. So, I mean, are you going to look into it, or you have something to say about it?
And this is where I say that collaboration is key. Safety is not just one person's business, it's everybody's business. Now, apart from the regulars like me, that is wearing this kind of uniform, that will be wearing this kind of, we also have the special marshals that you can join so that we can all put our hands together to combat this thing. As of the personnel that you mentioned, please do not let our hands touch them. Once we touch them, they know what it is. They know the kind of music to sing when our hands touch them.
Are you going to look? Are you going to send a report to the state commandant?
Trust me, I've written it down. They are going to look into it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have an next listener, 99.3. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kofi.
Welcome. Your name, location, and country region, please.
Oh, Sunday here calling from Barragam. Madam, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please, what I want to ask you is that are you really, really sure that the road safety is carrying out the normal duty they're supposed to do? Because what really, really put drivers into this reckless driving, they are on drugs, drinking, and they believe that they are in a high vehicle, so they don't care. And some of these private owners, I really, really want to appreciate what they did in Third Mainland Bridge. A lot of people don't know that there is video, this thing, something that cover the number or the speed that any vehicle is running. Recently, when I came back from work, I have to caution one driver. I said, the speed that we are speeding, don't you know there is video something here on the highway? He said, none of my business. Nobody can arrest me, this and that. I said, okay. When the time comes, when you want
we have to go. We have to go.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You've said it all. You've said all that some of them engage in drinking. We'll be back after this break.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
For this country, everything just cash, even cash. KC, I don't define you for shops this morning. Why you did this kind of queue? Jojo, now cash I want collect since morning. Cash? Why? I know one waiting happen for 1672 happen again. Today, I must collect correct Naira note for hand. KC, cash day everywhere for bank, ATM, POS agent, and if you want run and cashlessly, you fit use mobile app, internet banking, ATM, POS, USSD, QR code, and other options them. Dudu, you sure? I beg you, make we dey go. Your customers dey shop, they wait for you. See, the cash where you define for Sokoto, is there for your Sokoto. You understand? Country people, money na money. Spend them, collect them, no hold them, no panic. Cash day everywhere. This message now from Bankers Committee.
With Money Master, Nigerians everywhere can now open accounts, send, collect, save, and deposit money from anywhere and to any bank with any kind of phone. We can also pay bills, buy airtime and data for ourselves and our loved ones, and so much more. Just dial *995# or download the Money Master PSP app today.
Money Master, the easy way to master your money.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you whine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this? Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said HFM.com. Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined boy. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you, well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big. From 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
Sorry, madam. There's an emergency at the shop. They need you now. It's a serious...
Nothing is more serious than a Golden Morn breakfast with my family. Don't you understand? All our winnings start with a nutritious golden breakfast. Now, sit down. Please join us.
Yes, ma. At once.
Breakfast is serious business. Handle it with a nutritious Golden Morn. Now with a great new look. Trust Golden Morn to help throw your family to win every day. Golden Morn. Make every day golden.
Welcome back to your #1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
Live from the heart of Victoria Island, you're listening to your #1 station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. All right, welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. We still have with us the Public Enlightenment Officer, Public Relations Officer, and spokesperson of the Federal Safety Corps Lagos Sector Command in the person of Route Commander Elizabeth Oluwa Damilola Jayeola, and she joins us virtually, but she's live on the program. Please keep your calls coming through 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993, female line 0201 465 7190, 0201 465 7190. You can call those numbers and it'll get you straight to us right here in the studio. We're talking about heavy duty vehicles and road safety, and we aim to raise public awareness about the dangers of some of the attitudes or the things we do on the roads, but also to advocate for stricter compliance with road safety laws. We're talking about all these in the light of the accident in Jigawa State, and the previous one before that we had in Lagos. Don't know life was lost, but we hear property were burnt, or some properties were burnt. We also have in Niger State where at least 58 people lost their lives. For the one in Jigawa State, which threw the nation into mourning, I don't know if the leaders of the country are also mourning as well. The latest count, the death toll, 180 persons. Really, really sad. It grabbed not just national headlines, but international headlines, with both print and electronic media outlets around the world publishing that particular incident. It's a sad one. 180 lives. Our guest today, Elizabeth, says that the Road Safety Corps has an aim to ensure that even if we have accidents, that there will be zero loss of lives. That's what she's saying. Zero loss of life. She said they're not happy with the accidents that we're recording leading to the loss of lives, and they're taking steps to ensure that this is reduced to the barest minimum and even eliminated altogether. One of such is they're interfacing with companies who own and operate heavy-duty vehicles through what they call the Safe to Load initiative, which assesses companies, assesses their drivers, assesses their vehicles. But is there more that can be done apart from that? I'm sure there's more, because they're actually doing other things apart from that. So we'll take your thoughts here. How do you think the Federal Safety Corps has performed in its duty, its statutory function of making driving and commuting on Nigerian roads safe? I'm not quoting what the law says they should do, but you understand, you have an idea. What they're meant to do is to ensure that the roads are safe. That's it. Whether you're driving or you're walking, whether you're using a truck or using a bicycle, that the roads are safe. Elizabeth, am I correct?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Anyway, we're taking comments here. Don't forget that on October 10 this year, the House of Representatives passed a bill to create a special armed squad for the FRSC for the second reading. We'll look at all that as we go on. But I'll read some messages before I pick the next call. This time on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 08095975805. 08095975805. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, search for Nigeria Info FM. On Facebook, search for Nigeria Space Info Space 99.3 and drop your comments on any of those platforms. On X, we have Nigeria Info. We have Info FM. We have a post there. You can also reply to that post there and with your contributions. Okay. Abinemi Ajao in Ikorodu says road safety officials are not doing their job concerning heavy-duty vehicles. He says 95% of heavy-duty vehicles are not road-worthy. Come to Ikorodu, he says. Ikorodu Road. What the road safety officials do is collect 1K, that's 1,000 naira in case you're wondering, from all trucks carrying sand. Trucks that are not fit to ply our road, they go to the express and see trucks carrying fuel. They are not worth being on the road. These trucks are carrying highly flammable products, and FRSC staff pass such vehicles from the depot. I'll advise the FRSC to put in place misery shoppers to curb the issue of bribery, and also put in place devices that can test drivers on the spot on drug intake. Most truck drivers and commercial drivers are on drugs. Okay, so that's the second time this drug issue is concerned. Let's start from there. What is the Road Safety Corps doing to ensure that those who are driving these heavy-duty vehicles are not high?
When I was coming into the office this morning, I saw one of them being tested with breathalyzer, and he tested positive. He's about to face the music. I will not want to tell you how the kind of music they face, because I don't want anybody to feel, oh, she means that kind of. Don't worry. When we catch you and we make you face the music, you will be the one to sing the song. About the man talking about Ikorodu Road and the way our men are behaving on that road, yes. Apart from the collaboration that I preach, I also say, you giving, you taking, both of you are wrong. The person giving and the person taking. And the person that saw or that is seeing it and is not reporting it, well, You're all at fault.
But he's reporting it now.
He's reporting it now, and I'm taking it. I'll take it up.
All right.
And I'm sure by the time we have this kind of program next, he will be the one to call and tell us how it has been and how the difference between now and later.
Okay, Elizabeth, interesting. You've said don't worry about 2 or 3 times that you guys are when you show up, things are. But the thing is, the driver that your men use the breathalyzer on is just one out of many, out of several who may be on the road. And because this second listener who's saying that drivers of heavy duty vehicles in this country, in this city, Lagos, are on drugs. They are high, on something. It's a problem that needs a very drastic action. Not a one-off, we got one person here, one person there. It's a serious issue. What is the strategy of the FRSC to address this thing in a manner that it deserves? Not just, one person there. It's an issue.
Let me
Elizabeth,
give kudos.
Yeah, go on. Because it seems it's not being given the seriousness it deserves.
Let me give kudos to my new sector commander, Co-Commander G.K. Amzat. Since he came, he has prepared the ground for everybody. So whether you are drinking and driving, whether you are not wearing your seatbelt, whether you're making call, we have things for you. We have music for you to sing. You understand? Let me talk about our strategy towards. I've said I'm not going to talk about this, but from me to you, we are going out as from next week to wage war against people who are driving, drinking, the drug use, the alcohol, everything. We are waging war against them starting from next week, Monday. And it's not going to be business as usual. Let me say it the way my sector commander says it. It's not going to be business as usual. Do you understand? We are going in with the NDLA. We're going in with the DSS. We're going with the other agencies. It's an all-encompassing enforcement program. I told you that we started a mobile court now. It's a continuous thing. We have said December month, you are not dying, and then we are dragging you out of the road to die. So you are going to the road to make your life meaningful, not to go and die.
Okay, so Elizabeth, what is the FRSC going to do differently this time? Because it is a situation that needs a passionate, drastic, concerted, action. If it is true that the drivers of these heavy vehicles are maybe smoking igbo, or they are smoking loud, or they are drinking akpeteshi before driving, it's a danger. So
like I said,
you said
let's keep our hands crossed. You and I will be part of this team, so don't worry. You will hear from me, I will hear from you.
All right.
At the end of the day. So let's keep our hands.
One of our listeners talked about the depots, that you have officials at the depots, and these drivers are passing and are not, they're just going. They're not being checked. Is that true?
Let them give the names of the depots, and we're going to do just what we have been doing with other depots. If I don't have their names, there's no how we are going to work. I can't be here and be there. I can't be in Ojodu, the headquarters, and still be in Ikorodu at the same time. So, like I said, it's a collaboration process. If you don't give me the names, how am I going to know? So they need to give us the names. We'll do just what we are built to do.
All right. We have Tayo Najao sent in a message here. He says that what about the quality of the roads? We apply for roadworthiness for our cars, but roads are not worthy. It's a comprehensive approach to the discussion. But that's not for Elizabeth and the FRSC. They're not in charge of road construction. I
was going to say that.
Yes. It says also a call to action against FRSC officers and police at Tollgate, Ekpe Ijebu Expressway. Tollgate, Ekpe Ijebu Expressway, particularly at Agboju axis. Agboju. Tollgate, FRSC officers at Tollgate, Ekpegbeju, Ijebu, Expressway, particularly at Agboju axis. What they are doing last week, or they were doing last week to commuters, is an eyesore. Elizabeth, there's a problem. The FRSC used to be an organization that, set itself apart, and Nigerians had encomiums for the FRSC. They say, police, they're not doing well. But FRSC, you see, they order to conduct themselves well on the road. But from what we see among
the Jesus disciples, we had Judas.
Okay.
We cannot have different heads from different homes, and you will not expect us to have the one that will fall by the wayside. But as soon as we realize that they are falling to the wayside, we know what to do to them.
Because Elizabeth, are you telling me you don't know that some of your officers collect money on the road? Because FRSC number is
the ones that we have known on don't forget, I used to be a patrolman. I was a patrolman for 9 years. Coupled with the fact that I was a PR of, maybe not Lagos, of a particular command. So I know these things that you're talking about. And now I'm telling you that once they find them, it's not a good music to sing. So he has given me the names or the locations of the places that he wants us to look into. We're going to look into everywhere. Like I told you, I promised you, in Lagos State, we're going to have it all well.
Can the sector commander have a strategy to catch these Judas Iscariots, like you said?
He has one. He has many. Don't let me say one. He has many already.
How many FRSC officers have been dismissed since the sector commander came for bribery or punished?
This is the third week on the seat.
3 weeks is a long time. 3 weeks is a long time. As a matter of fact, he needs only 1 day.
3 weeks may be a long time.
It's a long time
for him to sit on the seat, but it's not a long time to go through that process that we go through for picking these people out. But don't worry, like I said, just keep your hands crossed. We are together now. You will get the news, I will get the news.
All right, because we want the FRSC to return to what it was, that Nigerians were proud of the FRSC. Yes.
And that is what we are driving towards.
All right. So that includes zero tolerance for bribery.
Zero tolerance for bribery and corruption. You giving, you taking, you're both facing the music.
Yes.
That's the way it is.
But of course, zero on the part of public officers. Is there a public complaint, a number, mechanism, system that, Christian is driving somewhere on Zumba and sees this kind of thing, he can say
there's a 122 toll-free number to be called.
Does it lead to FRSC? And I'm talking about complaints now.
You said what?
What about a whistleblowing number for people who want to blow the whistle on FRSC officers who
if you want to whistleblow, the mobile app that's just been introduced is there. You can go there, do your bit as the citizen, and we'll do our own from our own side.
Okay.
And like I said, the 122 can be used to report crash. It can be used to report whatever it is that you want. Just call the 122, give us the location, and we swift into action.
Okay. So you have a new mobile app, FRSC mobile app?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Our mobile app is all encompassing. You can do a lot of things on it. Your driver's license check, your number plate check, you see everything that you need to know about FRSC is on that mobile app. Just go there and do your bit as a citizen, and we do from our own end here.
All right.
So there are always people at the back end who are going to take your reports.
Okay.
And escalate it.
So what about those who don't have access to the mobile app? And we know the 122 number is for 112.
Yes, 122 toll-free number is there. It's a toll-free number. You don't have to pay.
But that number is for probably emergencies. And this one, I'm talking about those who don't have an emergency, but they've seen an FRC officer being a Judas Iscariot, asking for 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, money to their pocket.
It's also an emergency.
But you don't have a number for Lagos sector command that people can call to whistleblow.
You said what?
Is there a number in Lagos State for Lagos State sector command that people who want to do?
You have my number. Let them call me. They can call me.
What's your number? Please put it out on the air so that they can reach out to you.
Okay,
Okay, no, hold on. After the program, so we don't have people disturbing your phone before we are done. Okay. There's a message here. It's a lot of messages. This one is from Olumide in Ajawa. Olumide, good morning to you. He says the FRSC in Lagos. Jawo people. He says the FRSC in Lagos, they don't do anything about yellow reckless driver. What is yellow reckless driver? Is it yellow bus in Lagos that are not trained at all, but only focus on private vehicles and companies' vehicles, which most of the drivers are well trained. So what about this commercial, the downfall, the yellow buses, the Koropets and all those ones? Some don't have glasses, some don't have side mirror, some don't have trafficator, and then they drive recklessly. You don't go after them?
We go after them. As we speak in Ojodo, we have as many as possible being booked this morning, not from yesterday, the ones that were booked this morning. From 6 a.m. till the time I entered the office this morning, they are here. If not for the noise, I would have asked, don't worry, we'll do Vox Pop, and then I'll show you how these things are being done. One of these things. They are being booked. Okay. And with a collaboration with other agencies too, we are putting our hands together to bring them to book. All right. As a message from Adegoke, who's in Lekki, he says, what training is your guest talking about? We see the heavy-duty truck drivers driving like they have taken some heavy drugs. They don't care about road safety. They drive so carelessly, recklessly, thereby jeopardizing the lives of people. I just want to add to what Adeko has. I'll come back to that message. Oye in Kent says, why can't the FRSC ensure that HGV have tachometers installed and properly enforced? You want to talk to that? What's he talking about?
He's saying why can't the FRSC ensure that the heavy duty vehicles, I believe is what he's trying to say, have tachometers installed and then properly enforced?
It's a gradual thing. We'll definitely get to that stage where we'll ask them to do install some of the tools that are needed on the roads. Like, you know, that we have just we have done the one of speed limit device, we have done for tire, we have done for so many. So it's a gradual process. It's not a day thing. It's not something that we just wake up in the morning and say, wow, go and start doing this. No, it comes gradually. All
right. Because the speed limit policy was quite not bad, you know, and these trucks, the way they speed, I must tell you, Elizabeth, personally, if I can't, speak for everybody out there, personally, I must tell you that I've had a lot of close shaves. Almost had accident that I think maybe I might have landed in the hospital. These guys drive as if there is no law in the country. They drive as if they own the road. And the typical Nigerian will tell you, now them get road now. So something needs to be done. It is a disaster waiting to happen every single day. Elizabeth, I drive on the road sometimes in the morning, as early as 4 o'clock, to come to the office. Sorry about that. As early as 4 a.m. to come to the office. And especially on the Ikorodu Road. I can talk about even the island here, but especially on the Ikorodu Road. Elizabeth, I can say that 85%, if not 90% of the vehicles, the heavy-duty vehicles, don't have light, backlight. All right, I won't go into the street lights in Lagos. That's an issue for another day, whether there's street light or not. But I would say the roads are usually dark, So if you're not careful, you might ram into them. Most of them don't have light. Yeah. Brake light, backlight, day. They don't have it. Most of them. Elizabeth, most of them, and I don't know why. It's something you need to look into. Seriously, it needs to be looked into seriously. And if you look into it, you probably will ground almost all the trucks in this state. It's a serious problem, Elizabeth.
Grounding them will make us feel joyous because we'll make sure they fix what they need to fix. The unique thing about FRSC is once they pick you fix what you have to fix before. That's the enforcement around it. You fix what you have to fix. You fix the music, and we still make you fix what you need to fix. Those things that are necessary for you to have, we make you fix them before you get back on the road.
All right. So, what are you making a promise? Sorry about that. So, are you making a promise regarding this issue? What are you saying, that you're going to look into it? the FRSC is going to go after heavy-duty vehicles that don't have lights, working lights, be it headlight, backlight, brake light, traffic light. Are you going to look into it?
I give you my word. I'm going to escalate this to the sector commander's table and then the operations table, and they're going to take it up from there.
All right.
Before the end of this year, you're going to have a change.
All right. Thank you very much. We have a caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Loga.
Welcome, Kofi Bartels. Yeah, welcome. Please go on, sir.
This is Pastor Ladipo.
Pastor,
from Orilegom.
Welcome.
Now, my question to Madam. Madam, good morning. My question.
Good morning, sir.
Before you people issued driver's license to some of these truck drivers, do they go through any form of screening, or they just issued driver's license to them at random? Because even some of them, the way they drive, you will be forced to ask these people, can their driver's license either be withdrawn, or is it that they don't have at all? That is my question to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Ladipo.
Thank you for that question. Before now, when you go on the road and you stop commuters, they'll tell you, I've been driving since 1978, and you wonder, if you've been driving from 1978, what kind of license, or who licensed you to drive? And from that end, we have now re-strategized to make sure that before you procure your driver's license, you must have had to go through school, the driving school, to teach you how to drive with that kind of vehicle that you want to register with. Do you understand? And then you are being issued certificate. So without your certificate now, we cannot issue you. And it has to come from a reputable driving school, the one that has been certified by us, authorized driving school. You get your certificate from there, and then you take it from there on the licensing aspect. So without you going through those schools now, the school, you cannot be licensed. That is what it is now.
Okay. Before we go, we have so many questions, Elizabeth. There's no time to take all of them. I want to ask you one of the ones I've had. One of our callers last week said that there's a government license that people are being stopped on the road if you don't have, and you'll be your car being pounded. It said it's a last street license. Are you aware of this? Is this something that people need to have?
Yes, we're aware of the last street license.
Okay. Is that a license that you must have as a driver, commercial driver in Lagos State?
As a driver under Lagos State, it is necessary for you to have the last street card.
When you say under Lagos State, how do you mean?
If you're in Lagos State
Yeah.
and you're driving within Lagos State, whether you're driving in and out or you're driving within, but you're in Lagos State, you have to have last street.
What is the last street card? Is it a statutory license in Nigeria that prevents you from driving anywhere in the country? Is it?
It's for Lagos State.
Is it a license?
It's different from the national driver's license.
Okay, is it a license? Is it recognized by the FRSC? Just yes, because we don't have time.
Yes, we recognize the card.
Okay, so if I have a driver's license and I have a last street card, I can't drive. I'll be arrested.
You must have the national driver's license.
And I must have the last street card too as well.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about this some more. I don't understand, much about this. Elizabeth, we want to have you here at least once a month. Is that okay?
No problem. You have me anytime you need me.
Fantastic. We got to go. Thank you very much. Spokesperson for the FRSC in Lagos State. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
we
you.
have to pay our bills. I'll be right back.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.